Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the fundamental analysis of Bitcoin's price as of recent. So later today, Bitcoin went from about 1280, 1290 to 1320 on Coinbase's platform, and I suspect this is because of Litecoin reaching that 6,048 mark out of the 8,064 needed to have Segwit activated on the Litecoin network. So now that it's guaranteed Segwit will be implemented and activated on Litecoin, I think this is where we saw this little bit price increase. But also, more importantly, I want to look at Moonbeam. A couple days ago on news.bitcoin.com, there was an article released called Moonbeam, and this could allow Bitcoin to scale, and it said within weeks. And basically, after further reading, it said something about off-chain transactions and how they'll be pooled together, like thousands of transactions that you send are pooled together on an off-chain network, and then in one go are sent to those deposits. Now, two questions immediately came up with this. Was one, doesn't that make the transaction, or the whole system network a little bit more centralized? Because instead, of there having to be verification for each transaction, there just needs to be one now for thousands of different transactions. And two, doesn't this make this prone more to attacks, right? And it's not as secure as the current network is for sending and receiving bitcoins on Bitcoin's platform right now. So these are some questions that I have for Moonbeam, and I'm curious to find out about. But the developers of Moonbeam said there'll be a testnet implemented and within the next few weeks, and then it'll be open to the public. One thing with Moonbeam is most Bitcoin addresses start with 1 or 3. Moonbeam addresses will start with an M. But I'm very curious to see what will happen with Moonbeam and how it'll be implemented on Bitcoin. I am myself excited. I can't wait. And I think this probably had this gradual. This is why there was a gradual increase in price on Bitcoin the last couple days. But the past couple weeks, Bitcoin has just been gradually going up. If you're a long-term investor, there's never really a bad time to accumulate some Bitcoins. Short-term, I'm not entirely sure where I see the price going. I can't really see it going much higher because of the scalability issue right now. It's always closer to 1 every day, and it's been close to 1 for the past 2 months. Pretty much the only people trading Bitcoins now is the big players. People who need to move hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars worth of Bitcoins from wallets. So it's probably the miners, the exchanges. Otherwise, you're better off just using an altcoin to move your money around, or to move between exchanges and stuff. Use the altcoins, Ethereum, Litecoin, Monero, what have you, and then convert it back into Bitcoins, because Bitcoin's transactions are just too expensive. They're very expensive right now. And another thing I wanted to take a look at here was the market cap. See, the last 2 days, about $2 billion has been added to the total market cap of Bitcoin and all the altcoins combined. I do not know where all this money is. These new investors are coming from. Don't really know who it is, but yeah, about $2 billion has been added to the entire market cap in just the last 2 days. So that being said, I think that's all there is for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.